Hello, it's Mike Wilgus once again from EdTech Creative. This is the third video in the at a Glance series where we're taking a look at the toolbars in Google Slides. In this video, we are going to be looking at the File menu within Google Slides. The previous videos we talked about were the top toolbar, and then we looked at this toolbar right here. So looking at the File menu, I've got a presentation that's open. It's a presentation that a colleague and I presented on up in Chicago this past month, but I wanted to have some content in there to show you some of the options. So if we click on the File menu, these are the different options that we have, and you can see that there's quite a few, but most of them are fairly straightforward. So going from top to bottom, the Share button is where you can share your slideshow with anyone, and we discussed this in the first video. You can give people access to edit, to view, to make suggestions, things like that. You can open it up to people within your domain, people outside of your domain. It's completely up to you what kind of access you want to allow other people to have. When you create a slideshow, by default, it's locked down. So if you want to open it up, you need to go in and do so under this share option. And it's also over here on the right in this blue button as well. Secondly, new allows us to create a new Google application from this window. So if I click on document, it's going to take me outside of slides and actually create a new Google Doc. Not sure why they put this inside of Google Slides, but it will knock you out of Google Slides and into the application that you choose if you choose this option. Open will take you back and allow you to open up a slideshow. So right now we can open up through Drive, we can upload, shared with me, starred, something that we previously selected or something that we recently worked on. So you can see the options there. The next option is import slides. This has two things that you can do with this. The first is to actually go ahead and just import slides from another Google Slides presentation. And that's what you see down here. These are Google Slides presentations that I have accessed recently. So I can pull some slides off of that. Or if I'm interested in converting a presentation from a PowerPoint, that's where I would go to upload and select upload in order to convert it like a PowerPoint or a keynote presentation. So upload is going to be looking from your desktop on your computer or some other location on your computer. So I can choose that I want to grab another slideshow, and it took me a while to find a PowerPoint, but I did find a PowerPoint just because I haven't used them in a long time. Where'd it go? There it is. Coding presentation that I did in 2015. So I'm uploading this coding presentation, and as I'm doing so, it's going to import that presentation into this personalized PD presentation that I have open. And it's taking a little bit because it's a fairly large PowerPoint presentation. It's got heavy graphics and things like that. So we'll let that load up and put it into Google Slides. Okay, so it recognized the Google Slides, and it's given you an idea of what the preview looks like, and you can scroll through, and hopefully these will kind of load up. It's taking a while to load. And it looks like so far that it's kept quite a bit of the formatting pretty well. Not sure why. Oh, there it goes. So it's just thinking because it's a large PowerPoint. Okay, so then I can go in and say, oh, here's the slides that I want to import. I can click all of them, or I can just click one if I just want to import one. For the sake of time, I'm just going to import the first slide. I'm going to tell it to keep the original theme because I want it to look like that, and then I'm going to select import, and it will take that slide from the PowerPoint and it will pull it into this Google Slideshow. So if I click here, there is the slide that was imported from the PowerPoint presentation. So that is under File and Import Slides. Make a copy will make an exact replica of this slideshow. So if you'd like to make a copy of it, that's what you would choose. Download as is your opportunity to download your slideshow as a PowerPoint or PDF or text document or image. Email as an attachment is another option for you. The downfall to emailing something as an attachment through Drive or through Google Slides is that you're limited in either PDF, PowerPoint, or plain text. So you cannot email a Google slideshow to someone else. It converts it before it sends it out. So that is a downfall to that. Version history, this is a nice option. What this does is it allows you to see all of the revisions that were made to this slideshow, so you can check to see, if you have a colleague that you're collaborating with on a presentation, you can see what changes they've made, or if there are students collaborating, you can see that everyone's working like they're supposed to. Rename is pretty self-explanatory. You can rename the document or the slideshow. Move to will allow you to move this slideshow to another folder within your drive. Move to trash will trash it, and then once you put it in the trash, you have 30 days to decide if you want to get rid of it or keep it. Publish to the web allows you to publish this slideshow out on the internet, and you have some options here. You can choose how often the slideshow changes slides. The default is 3 seconds, so we'll just keep that. You can tell it to start automatically and restart whenever it's finished, and it gives you a URL. So if I copy that URL and paste it into a new tab and press enter, it will load up my presentation, and it should automatically start because I told it to automatically start, and it should advance each slide every 3 seconds based upon the guidelines that we gave. So you can see that's how you can publish a slideshow to the web. And then if you ever want to take it down, you just click the stop publishing. You can require people to sign in as well if you would like for them to sign in. Next is email collaborators. What this does is you can see who has permissions to view and edit your slideshow, and you can send an email to all of those in one kind of batch process. So that's a handy little feature. We have document details, which shows you what folder this slideshow lives in, who the owner is, when it was last modified, and when the slideshow was created. So a little bit of background information. You can change the language of the slideshow by choosing one of these different languages. Page setup is where you can change the size of the actual presentation or slideshow. Right now it's set to widescreen 16:9. You can go to standard, which is the older TV aspect ratio. You can go to custom. So this is where you would go if you wanted to use Google Slides as a way of doing a desktop publisher type of process, creating a newsletter, things like that. You can go ahead and type in 8.5 by 11, and it will create a layout in the size and the form of a piece of paper, and then you can use Google Slides as a desktop publishing tool. Print settings and preview allows you to print out your slideshow with different parameters. You can look at one slide with notes, one slide without notes, with notes, different handouts. You can hide the background, you can download as a PDF, and you can also print. So that's handy if you would like to have a paper copy of your slideshow for taking notes or giving to people. And then we've got print, which is pretty self-explanatory. If you click print, it will print your slideshow given the settings that you set up right here in print settings and preview. So that is the third video for the At a Glance Google Slides series. Stay tuned for next time as we tackle the next few options under the edit and view menu bar in Google Slides. Thanks for watching.